If you have any issues with the session, you can message us privately. It is encouraged to switch on your camera during the on-live session. Kindly refrain yourself from discussing unrelated topics during the on-live session. Kindly join the on-live class within 15 minutes after the class starts. Enjoy your learning with Reskills. Thank you. Welcome to Reskills on-live class. Kindly be reminded to log in from a quiet environment. Mute your audio. Do not comment on anything sensitive and offensive in the chat room. Do not advertise any products and spam your email address in the chat room. If you have any issues with the session, you can message us privately. It is encouraged to switch on your camera during the on-live session. Kindly refrain yourself from discussing unrelated topics during the on-live session. Kindly join the on-live class within 15 minutes after the class starts. Enjoy your learning with Reskills. Thank you. Welcome to Reskills on-live class. Kindly be reminded to log in from a quiet environment. Mute your audio. Do not comment on anything sensitive and offensive in the chat room. Do not advertise any products and spam your email address in the chat room. If you have any issues with the session, you can message us privately. It is encouraged to switch on your camera during the on-live session. Kindly refrain yourself from discussing unrelated topics during the on-live session. Kindly join the on-live class within 15 minutes after the class starts. Enjoy your learning with Reskills. Thank you. Welcome to Reskills on-live class. Kindly be reminded to log in from a quiet environment. Mute your audio. Do not comment on anything sensitive and offensive in the chat room. Do not advertise any products and spam your email address in the chat room. If you have any issues with the session, you can message us privately. It is encouraged to switch on your camera during the on-live session. Kindly refrain yourself from discussing unrelated topics during the on-live session. Kindly join the on-live class within 15 minutes after the class starts. Enjoy your learning with Reskills. Thank you. Welcome to Reskills on-live class. Kindly be reminded to log in from a quiet environment. Mute your audio. Do not comment on anything sensitive and offensive in the chat room. Do not advertise any products and spam your email address in the chat room. If you have any issues with the session, you can message us privately. It is encouraged to switch on your camera during the on-live session. Kindly refrain yourself from discussing unrelated topics during the on-live session. Kindly join the on-live class within 15 minutes after the class starts. Enjoy your learning with Reskills. Thank you.
All right. Hello, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's online class. Hello, yes. All right, so we will begin our class in another 1 minute. But of course, would like to also reminder to everyone that if you have any questions related to this topic, okay, you can go ahead and type in your question in the chat room. Of course, our coach today will assist you on the phone. All right. And of course, since we are going to begin in 1 minute, if you can open your camera, you can go ahead. It will be great if we can see your face. Okay. That'll be awesome as well. Yes. Yeah. Can go ahead and open your camera so our coach today can see your face. Wonderful, wonderful. And of course, you can also be active if you want to ask. Okay, in the chat room, you can go ahead and ask for right. And of course, since it's already 8:30 p.m., I would like to pass this session to Coach Kelvin.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so how are you guys? So right now I can see you guys from here. Uh, okay, we have quite a lot of people, right? So everyone can hear my voice clearly. Okay, how many of you guys first time attend my session? First time. And first time, give me one. Second time, give me two. I just want to make sure that you guys is the first time or second time. Anyone attend before my previous session? I can see a lot of first time lah. First time. Okay, great, great. First time will be great. Okay, a lot of one. Okay, thank you very much. Right, thank you very much. Okay, so in today's session, we will cover on these wonderful tools. We call it as a Google Site Builder lah. Google Site Builder. So Google Site Builder is something that very useful, in my opinion, is very useful, especially for the so-called newbie, right, first timer, right. Let's say if you don't know those very technical so-called website builder, you can make use of it. And some more, the best thing is, let's say you can register a domain name, then connect into it. You just require to pay for the domain name. Domain name will be how much? I will say maximum 15 USD. 15 USD is per year, right? It's a per year, right? It's not like every month you have to pay, right? The most cheapest sometimes you can go for example, 99 cent USD, right? You can have a domain name hook into your Google Site Builder. After you design a nice website, then your cost is just like 99 cent USD, right? So perhaps the following years you might need to pay like maybe a standard rate of $9, $10, right? The max $12 of the domain name fee to maintain the website lah. Later I will also share you several nice website that people are using so that we can see what other people do. Then how awesome other people website is. So first session I will briefly give you guys some theory part. Right? First half we go some theory part. What do we need, especially when we come to setting up a website, right? So after that, the second half I will do some demonstration for you guys. So if you guys have dual monitor with me, it's best because why? One monitor you can see how can I do demonstration. Second monitor you can follow me to do all the practical step lah. So okay, let's start it from now. Okay, my name is Kelvin. If you guys first time attend my class, my name is Kelvin. I started my digital journey since 2007. That time when people told me, hey, website can make money, Kelvin. I said, wow, can make money, this is something that I want, I'm interested. So that time I set up my website, I get to know tech stuff, I try my marketing, get traffic and etc. until today. So I'm also a builder. I also a builder ambassador and also a rescue trainer and their ambassador as well. So nothing much to cover. Then let's start it first at our first session. First session, what we need to know, what we need to do when we want to have a website, right? The first thing we need to have is the domain name. The domain name like www.whatever.com, .net, .org, right? So we can have .com, .net or .org is basically based on what you prefer, right? A lot of people prefer to have a .com because when we say something, when we say rescue, you want to go to the rescue, right? First thing first, you will think about .com, right? You wouldn't go for like rescue.net, rescue.org, rescue.sg Singapore, right? Rescue.tw Taiwan, reskill.ph, right? You won't simply go to that particular domain. So of course, the first thing first people will go in is reskill.com, right? So that's why a lot of people looking for .com. So for example, myself, I have my domain kelvin.com with me. So this is my domain name. So over here, we can choose several. Let's say another guy also named Kelvin. So another guy also want to register a domain name. So what he can do is he want to have kelvin.com, cannot because I already taken. So perhaps this guy can register other domain like maybe kelvin.net, kelvin.co, right? So this is how you can actually register a domain if your preferable domain already taken by someone. So the next thing we want to know is when we're talking about register domain, who can we register our domain with, right? The domain name will be registered by this, we call it as a domain name registrar. One of the domain name, the biggest domain name registrar over here is this Internet Corporation for Assigned Name and Numbers, right? So I give you guys example. I believe each of your country, they will definitely have the so-called car number plate registration. When you buy a car or when you buy a motorcycle, you will have your car number plate, right? Motorcycle number plate, right? So those motorcycle number plate has been assigned by one of the Ministry of Transport, right? So for example, in Malaysia, the Ministry of Transport that we call them is called JPJ JPJ. So JPJ is the person, the organization that handling register all the car number plate, right? So sim2.com, they will have this type of ministry, this like our Ministry of Transport, they take care of all the car number plate, right? Then internet, we have this ICANN, Internet Corporation for Assigned Name and Numbers, to take care of all our domain names. So you can go to they are the person that assign you the name and registration, right? So they will also have this so-called accredited registrar. Accredited registrar is something like agent, right? For example, you buy a car, Honda, buy a car from Toyota car or whatever brand. When you buy, usually the car dealer will help you to do the registration of the number, right? So you don't require to go to the Ministry of Transport and queue there for a long queue, then do the registration, right? Usually the car dealer will help you to do the registration. Then all these guys is like the car registration, the dealer, right? So for example, Namecheap and also GoDaddy is one of the biggest, also considered a very famous domain name registration company. You can go there, search for the domain that you want, and then you register with them, right? So this is the organization. You can actually look for them to register your domain name, right? So we will also have some country code top level domain, something related to your country. For example, India is .in, Philippines is .ph, Malaysia is .my, right? Then we have what else? Indonesia is .in, right? Singapore is .sg, right? So many type of so-called the country code, we call it as country code top level domain name. It's actually depending, if let's say if you're doing business with your local company, you want people to be trust you, right? For example, my business only do with Malaysian, right? I want people to be more trust me, right? I want people, when they visit my website, they know that I am a Malaysia website. So I register the so-called .my, right? So because all these so-called, like for example, Malaysia, we have this organization called MyNIC, who is the organization to handling all the .my, right? So every individual in Malaysia to register a .my, they have to pass up all their documentation, like their identification cards, all these details. So any hanky-panky things you do, they have all the record already. So you cannot do any hanky-panky or any scamming things to scam people because what? The .my have all your record, right? So you cannot run away from the legal action. Let's say if you do something bad, right, on your website, right? So that's why some people choose to work with the so-called top level, country level domain, right? Because they can be trusted, right? So I believe all your country, you have the organization to register your country code domain name, right? So you can actually get from there, right? So okay, now after we get to understand the so-called domain name, right? Domain name. So what I want to share with you guys is the differences in between so-called domain and subdomain. Because sometimes we can make use of subdomain to connect to our Google site. So later I will share you more how can we do so, right? So domain name will be something like a .com, like for example, WordPress.com, blogspot.com, right? BuilderWP.com, right? reskill.com is the domain name, right? So we will also have something that call it as the subdomain. So subdomain, it means what? Is something in front. Something in front, we can see here, something in front, about.kelvin.com. This one is considered a subdomain, right? kelvinly.wordpress.com is considered a subdomain. So right now, you can see if this is my business website from here, I can create multiple subdomain, right? I can put product1.kelvin.com, product2.kelvin.com. So each of the product, I can connect to my landing page at Google site. I can create one landing page, just promote that particular product or particular service, and I can create a subdomain over here, product1.kelvin.com. When you reach there, that page itself, the landing page itself, is only talk about product one. So later I will explain more why we need to use landing page and what is the difference in between landing page and also the website, right? So now you understand on the subdomain, right? So if any one of you have any question, feel free to put into the chat. But sometimes I can see chat quite a lot of people putting the message over there. I might not able to follow. In case I miss your question, feel free to resend again so that I can take a look. If you have any question, just put into the chat. I will constantly monitor on the chat. Okay, so let's take a look. Like for example, this one, product one, service one. For example, SEO checklist. I'm promoting one of my SEO checklist. So you can go to seochecklist.com, seochecklist.kelvin.com. Then you can reach my landing page. Only talk about the so-called SEO checklist, that particular product, right? So for example, I can also have a subdomain like reskill.kelvin.com, and I can create a page just purely promote about reskill, right? So this is what we call it as a subdomain. So hope you guys clear on the domain and versus the subdomain, right? So after we have the domain name registration, we registered a .com already. The next thing what we need is we require a web hosting, right? So web hosting usually is the one that is a server in a data center, store all our website content, right? And all our tablet, our PC, notebook, our phone, when we want to browse a website, they will browse the content inside the server. So for example, right now, you guys accessing the Reskill website, right? Or using your mobile phone to accessing the web, right? So right now, all your content is pulled from a server. So Reskill will have a web hosting server to serve all the website. So this is your server. So server usually will look something like this. When you watch any movie, especially those like Tom Cruise movie, you will see they run into this type of server room and do a hacking inside there, right? Almost similar the same. Inside is actually high security because they don't want people simply go inside and jeopardize the server. They want to provide people secure. So the security there is very good, right? And full of aircon because all these machines, when they run 24/7, it's very hot. So they require a very good cooling system inside there, right? So in this page, I will give you a relationship in between the domain name, the web hosting, and the website design. Domain name, web hosting, and website design, three are three different things. Okay, domain name is just like your address. Each of our business or our housing definitely have one address, right? So domain name is equivalent to your address, purely just address only. And web hosting is like your shop lot. You go in, you rent a shop lot, nothing inside, it's empty, totally empty at all. Right, so this one we call it as a web hosting. So once you have a domain name, you have a web hosting, the next thing is we deploy our website design, right? Our website design, whether you want to sell what type of things you want to sell. You want to sell clothes, or you want to sell food, right? Or you want to sell some toys, it's up to you, right? So all the so-called website design, your color, your theme, for example, let's say you are selling some ladies related stuff, some flower, some florist, so your theme will be like maybe like a pink color, right? Pink color. So all your website design is equivalent to your design, your so-called decoration inside your shop. So for example, Reskill, the website, the decoration is more into purple color, right? So your Reskill website and the design, the theme, the purple color will be equivalent to your shop your so-called your product, your services, your decoration over there. So this is something we call it as the, I give you guys a relationship lah, between the domain name, the server, and also the website design. So this is how we use it. A website, a shop lot, and whatever inside your shop. We call it as a website design. So these three things is a different thing. So sometimes some people say, hey, I have a website design, why I need web hosting? Some people say, I have a web hosting already, why I need domain name? Right? Some people were confused, right? So these three things is a different things lah. We combine together, we become a website, right? So the next thing I want to share with you guys is, in today's session, we don't require to buy the web hosting. We don't require to buy web hosting, because web hosting might cost you around like maybe 30 to 40 USD per year, until a better one can be like 100 to 200 USD per year. It's depending lah. So right now, what we will leverage is, we will leverage on the Google site. Google Site Builder to build our design, and our server. All the design store at where? Store at Google server lah. We don't need to buy any services from them. We will leverage on them. So, okay, the advantage of having a website. Why? Some people asking, hey, Kelvin, why I need to have a website? So I will ask them, can your business running 24/7 like the so-called our so-called mart, our so-called grocery mart, right? Can we do so, right? For example, can Reskill office open 24 hours? We usually don't, right? Because it's very costly. We have to pay the someone the duty at the shop, right? We cannot. So it's hardly for us to run 24/7. But let's say if we have a website, we are practically running 24/7, So you see, Reskill have a website. Midnight, I would say midnight, 2 to 3 p.m. Someone talk about Reskill, then someone get to know. People can actually go to register without need to call Emran. Emran, our host just now, at the beginning, Mr. Emran. Call, hey, Mr. Emran, I want to know Reskill tomorrow have what course? No need, right? We no need to call someone from Reskill and ask them, because why? The website already served all the information for you. The website is sitting there. It's just like your salesman, your representative, to share the information for your customer, sitting at 24/7, right? So this is the advantage of having a website, right? So some people also asking me, okay, Kelvin, now I have a website already. I'm very proud, right? Everyone have their own website already. They feel very proud, right? But this is your website.com. Why I putting this image? You see, this image is what? At the back, this image is what? Give me a word to describe this image. Give me a word inside the chat. What is this image? The background. What is this image? Right? It's a jungle. Yes, correct. John said it's a jungle. Yeah. So who else? Any more word to describe that? So the next slide I want to share with you is, opening a web store is like opening a store in the jungle, right? In the jungle. No one know it exists except if you don't do something, right? If you don't do something, no one will know, right? Today, for example, I have a Kelvin.com. If I never show to you, I never tell you I have a website, Kelvin.com, will you know that? You will know, right? So that's why we need to bring our website to some place with a lot of people. For example, marketplace, Facebook, we post our website in Facebook, we post our website in social media, right? We post our website in our maybe our storefront, right? We have a store, we have a physical store, we have the so-called signboard, we post over there, right? This is why we have to tell people, right? So in this following slide, what I want to share with you guys, is, when we want to do something, take an example. If today I want to travel from Malaysia to Thailand, right? What type of transportation I can use? I have multiple transport to use, right? I can choose to use the most basic one, walking from Malaysia to Thailand. I can do so, right? It's just that it requires more days for me to walk. I can choose to cycle. I can choose to take motorbike. I can choose to take a car, a plane, or a train, or whatever transportation from one destination, from one place to another destination. I can do so. So same to website. If you want to create a website for yourself, you can have multiple type of platform for you to create a website. Okay, first, the most basic one, most of the people will use is this. We call it as a website builder lah. Website builder is mostly like drag and drop website builder, right? It's very simple to use. If you get to know, for example, myself, I'm using this builder, Cheetah Builder from Builder. So I'm using Cheetah Builder to drag and drop to create my landing page, right? Some people will choose to use some other platform like Wix, if you heard before. I believe a lot of people might heard before Wix, Weebly, right? Site123. This type of platform is a drag and drop website platform for you to build your website. Very simple to use type. So, and also what we're going to focus is on this Google Site Builder. It's also sort like drag and drop website builder, very simple to use. Right? No technical skill required. You can easily build your website. So, and we also have some landing page builder, or we call it as funnel builder, right? If someone who attend my previous class, I talked before website funnel, how to make use of website funnel to build your business. If you're interested, can go back to the Reskill website and look for that particular course So I have this course talk about website. I have one website talk about the sales funnel over there, right? So some people will choose this type of platform to do it because it is more advanced, because it able to put in some we call it as the email subscriber form inside there, so that people can put their email inside for you. You can actually capture their database from there, right? And some people also choose to use content management system. We call it as a CMS Anyone heard before platform like WordPress, right? WordPress is considered a CMS. The beauty of WordPress is because once you set up a website, you can put we call it as expansion. You can expand to multiple type of feature. If you're interested on WordPress, you can also go to Reskill and search for WordPress. I also have 2 courses previously talk about WordPress how WordPress can help us to build a nice website, and also how to manage the WordPress. If you're interested, can go back to Reskill and look for that particular courses, right? So in today's session, we're not going to talk about WordPress. We will talk about Google Site right? So, okay, a lot of people also asking me, hey, Kelvin, what is the difference in between website and landing page? What is the difference? Okay, let me show you. Landing page basically is a page that used to lead capture, or a page to promote one and only one product, right? If you go back to the so-called sales funnel chapter, I talked about it for my previous session. I will tell you more details on that. So basically, we call it as a website and landing page. The difference is what? Website, you go in, you can see a lot of information inside there. For example, Reskill website is a website. You go in, you can see on live class, you can see on demand class, you can see all the trainer profile and all the upcoming things over there, right? It's like a lot of item in one page, right? A lot of item in one page. So landing page is something that you come in, you promote only one particular course. For example, I only promote a course talk about Google Site Builder. So when people come into the landing page, this page only talk about Google Site Builder. And you have one call to action over there for people to register. You can't even see any other courses. You can't even see any trainers on demand or on live or any other course, Korean course, Korean speaking course. We call it as whatever soft skill course. You cannot find at there. You only can see one and only one product. Because why? Why we need to do a landing page just only promote one product? Because customer is like that. Customer very itchy hand. Customer, when they come into one website, you promote too many stuff for them. Everything they want, right? So for example, I promote the customer come to Reskill website. I have multiple courses. Or customer say, soft skill, I like it. Computer programming, I like it. Design class, I like it also. Right? Building website, I want it also. Or customer register everything ready. So at the end, customer lost direction. customer don't know what to do, and then customer just leave your website. We don't want this thing to be happen, because why? When we create one landing page, we want customer come into your landing page, you only promote one product for them. Like Google Site Builder is Google Site Builder. You don't use other thing to distract the customer. So customer can focus, can read all the information inside there. And the next thing is customer to do registration. Registration at your product and services, or buy your product and your services. So this is the reason we create the landing page. So later on, I will use Google Site Builder, guide you guys first to create the website, second to create the landing page. Okay, so let's take a look. So when we're talking about landing page, we will have the so-called simple component, the structure. We will put a headline, simple, put a headline. After that, put some description, talk about your product or services, and put a unique selling proposition. Why customer need to buy from you? And we have one call to action. Ask customer what to do next. Right? For example, the headline, or master digital marketing in 2 weeks, or attractive, right? 2 weeks, I can master digital marketing already. So customer found being attracted by the headline. Then I say my digital marketing got what and what cover, what and what topic. Then I will put a unique selling proposition. When you come to my course, you will have a certificate endorsed by this organization, MDEC. MDEC is one of our Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation. So it's a government organization. So this type of things will become a unique selling proposition. If you come my class, I will have a cert endorsed by this government organization. So people been attracted already. The last one will be the sign up. Sign up now. Like people will click here to register for your class. Right? So, okay. Just now we're talking about the landing page, right? So how about website, right? Kelvin, just now you tell me, okay, landing page, we require to have this several item. Okay, I understand. But how about website? Website, what should I have website? So website, if you create a website, what you need to do is you need to have the so-called trust page. What is the trust page? Let me share with you. Okay, what you need to do is a home page. Home page is something that you put in more information now about what do you have, and you will require to have about us. Why you need to have about us? Because why? Your customer need to know who is operating on this website, who is the founder, right? If you hide this up, why are you hiding up these details, right? If today you go to Rescue website, you don't see about us. They don't reveal to you who is the person, who is the founder, who is operating it. Do you think scary or not, this type of website, right? So every business website is recommended to have about us, because why? We need to tell people who we are, who is the founder, when this company be founded, right? So your customer will find it more trust to you, right? More comfortable to work with you, right? So next we need to have is our page product and services, to sell your product and services. The next thing is we want to let customer contact us. We will have a contact us page. The contact us page usually will show our name, our address, our phone number, and also our website. We call it as NAPW, name, address, phone, and website. Usually we have to display this information, and also recommended to have this privacy policy, because privacy policy is important, because we want to let our customer know that how we make use of their data. If they buy something from us, we have their contact number, we have their address, right? We have to ship them something. Also, we have their name. How can we make use of their data? They want to know. And search engine also very particular on this, because why? When humans feel comfortable, when you share more detail to them, you share how you're going to use their data, right? The search engine also know that, okay, this website is good, because this website show customer what he going to use the customer information. Okay, I will rank him higher. So this is how the search engine works. Search engine also take the consideration when you have all these page. So the last one will be this business blogging. We say business blogging. Why we need business blogging? Because we want to update our company information. When we have new product update, our new product coming with new feature, right? We launching this, we launching that product. So we have to actually post inside our business blogging. Because why? Google, like search engine like Google, they love website that constantly update with new information. So they will rank your website higher when your website keep on updating latest information. So this is the reason we call all these page as what? Trust page. We call it as a trust page. So later we will see how can we create all these simple page inside our Google site, right? So, okay, before I go into the demonstration, okay, let me bring up some of the example of our what our friend have what our friends outside there have this type of website, so that you can actually take a look how good is their website. Okay, let me pull this site up for you. Okay, for example, this is one of the website being created by the Google site. Okay, you can see this website. I found it nice lah. I found it nice, this website, right? So let me scroll down a little bit for you. Okay, they insert their video over here, right? So they have their video, they have their work area, very nice site. They have their button. They also have some video over here. Very nice website, right? So let me share with you another, right? I have several examples to share with you. All this website is using Google site to do it. So for example, this guy, jeeprus.com, right? Also the same. As you can see this site, very nice, right? Nice background, nice headline over here, got some button over here. Scroll down a little bit, we can see they have their product, they have their banner over here. Scroll down, we can see they say what we do, right? What we do, they have more button, they have their customer testimonial over here, right? They have their customer base, who is their customer over here, right? The history, from when 2015 they start their business and until today's, right? You can read their full story as well, right? So they have all these, they have a nice footer as well, right? All these website is actually look good. So let me share with you another one. It's about the so-called construction. We call it as the architect. They are the architect, right? So you see this website is very nice. This website is very nice. So you can scroll down a little bit. They have their icon, they have their project, they have VR project management, and etc. Scroll down a bit, they have all their details, their blogs, their business blogging. Remember I say you have to update the information, right? This guy update until September 2020 only lah, 2021, whether in business or not, we don't know, right? So you can see from here. So they have their about us, they have all the information about them. Scroll down a little bit. You can also see their so-called portfolio lah. They also have their portfolio page. They say what is their design. They are architect, right? They show all their design over here, right? Their housing layout, apartment layout, all these details. So all these websites is actually created by Google site. Okay, if you found it not right, let me show to you the first one. For example, this one, Fitjika. So I can use one website called whatcms.org to detect what type of website is. I putting the website name over there. Let me put in detect CMS. So it will detect for me that this website is using Google site to create. Not to say I simply take a website and told you it's Google site create. This website has proven that flipzika.com is using Google site to create. Right? Okay. So as we can see, how nice is all this website create, right? So now what we can do is, let's go to some practical session to see how the Google site can be done. Right. So on the floor, we have approximate 300 over people right now. Right. So if you guys can follow me, just go to this site, site.google.com, site.google.com. Then you can start to create a site from there, site.google.com. So let me show you mine. Okay. Once I go into site.google.com, you can see, you can start with a blank design, or you can choose the template gallery, right? So all this is the template gallery. We have approximately, I think 13, if I'm not mistaken, about 13 design over here, right? So the design, you can choose, for example, this design is for event company, this one for help center, this one for your project or for your team, right? We also have some restaurant related design. And we also have some salon design, right? For example, let's say I'm doing classes. I'm the trainer doing classes. I can choose classes, right? Okay, let me show you. If I click on this one, I can open a website already. I can open a website and do my all the design I want inside there, right? So let's take a while for it to be load. So while it loading, let me bring you go back to site.google.com, right? What I want to share with you guys is from the template gallery, the first method. If you feel that you have no idea what to design, you can always choose from the template gallery. For example, I'm choosing this class, right? So right now, I have my website to be open. So I have all these ready design already. You have a schedule page, you have a newsletter page, you have a name for me over here, class overview, and etc. What I need to do is what? What I need to do is just change the name. Just double click on this. I put in Google Site Builder class, right? I just put in this way. So class overview, I can maybe put some elaboration on what I'm going to teach, right? I can put in some image about my class photo. I can put in some image. For example, I pull an image out. I upload the image. Let's see. Let me see. For example, let's say this is the one that I want to upload it here. I can upload the image from here, right? You can see the image is from here already. This is one of the image about my class, right? So you can do so, right? So you can also change all the image you want. For example, this one, I want to change it to other image. I also can be changed. Just drag and drop. If I don't want, I just click the delete button, and I can always pull the. I can always click the image in, put the image in, upload image, and let's say I want to put this image in. I want to put this certification in. Yes, I can put the certification in. I can pull it to become bigger. I pull it to become bigger. Okay. Okay. So the image will be here already, right? You can just adjust it you want. Adjust until you found it suitable for your business, suitable for you, right? So this is how it works, right? So this is how you make use of existing gallery to do it, right? But I don't want to based on existing gallery. I want to guide you if I do a blank one, totally a blank one. So what you can do, total blank one is you can click on this one, blank, right? Just click on the blank. Then you will go to one blank site. Start from scratch, right? Just like when you buy a shop lot, when you rent a shop lot, you go inside, totally empty. Inside is nothing. So you have to bring your own paint. Let's say your theme is purple color, you paint purple color. You are selling flower, you bring all your flower in and do the decoration, right? So from here, what I can do is change the name. Let's say if I change again, same name again, Google Site Builder class. Okay. After that, okay, several features I want to bring to you is, if you can see here, there is a theme. There is a theme over here. Click on the theme section. You can make use of many type of theme on here. This is the first one. If let's say if I put to the second one, if I click the second one, as you can see here, it changed already. It changed the theme already, right? If I click on the third one, you can see the design change again. The design change again. So let's say if I want this one, I click on it, it will change again. So the theme section, you will have several type of theme for you to choose. So take an example. Okay, right now I'm using this one, but I found that my theme is not yellow color, it's not red color. My theme is green color because I'm doing something related to plantation, right? I can click on this color. You can change to the green color, right? Let's say the font, I found it not so good. I want to change the font, can or not? Yes, you have three type of font for you to choose. Right now it's running at capital. Right now, if I change to frank, you can see the font changes already. If I put to narrow, you can see the font changes again, right? So there is a limitation over here is the font. The font, there's a limitation, only 3, right? So this is the type of color you can choose. You can even choose any particular color you want, right? For example, myself, if you see my logo, Kelvin.com logo, it's come from one color called 16334, right? It's something we call it as a flamingo color. Flamingo color is something like orange color, but it's flamingo. So I can put in my color code, so you can see this color become this color already, right? So this is how we play around the theme, right? So after we get to know the theme section, the next thing is we can make use of this section. You can see, you can put a header type, you can put title only, or you can put a banner, or you can put a large banner, or cover. This is several method you can choose, several type of pattern you can choose for the design, right? I want to put it this way, I want to put it this way, or put it this way, right? So I remain the same, the banner section I can put here, right? So after I have this, I can put a logo in as well. If I have a logo, I can put a logo, right? So okay, here I have a logo. I just upload my logo. Let me see where my logo is. Let me pull my logo up. Okay, I have this, my logo. Okay, I upload my logo up already. And scroll down a little bit. You can also see this faith icon. Faith icon is something around this area. If you can see my mouse, my cursor, something that will appear from here. So okay, now I want to put a faith icon as well. Let me choose this as my faith icon. Let me choose this as my faith icon. So later on, it will show my black and white face over here, right? So right now, I done my icon already, right? I have my icon over here. I have my logo over this area, right? So the next thing we done already. So we can come to this side. We call it as an insert. You can insert multiple type of component. Okay, let's say if I want some text, I can click on this text button. It will come here, right? So I put in, let me put in some dummy content over here. Let me put in some dummy content so that we can take a look that the site becomes something real. So let's say if I have a dummy content, I just put in over here. So this is my dummy content. Right. Apart from adding the text from here, I can even double click from here. Double click from here, I can click the text. It will come up. Right. There's two methods for you to put in your text. Right. So you want to click from here, or you can just double click. So after I double click, after I double click, I can upload image as well. I can upload image, or I can click from here, also can. If I click from here, upload image. Let me go to find something to upload. Okay, so upload image, it will actually come from the Google Drive. It will select your Google Drive. Okay, let's say this is the image I want, right? Okay, I just click on this one. The image will go in already, right? So it is how simple do you can do. You can even drag and drop. I want to put it this way. I can even upload more image. So for example, I have multiple course, right? I can simply add several image from here. Let's say this is the one, right? I can also add one more. Sorry. Let me put this up and put one more photo for you guys. Okay, for example, this one. So this one a bit is because I have this one I can delete it. Okay, I can set it this way. So this one is actually not the right size. Let me put in one so that you guys can see better view. Okay, I can put in perhaps I can put in this one. So you can see I can put in 3 images from here, right? So this is how it works. You can add the image from here, add the text, or add the image from here. But you can also have some pre-made layout. You can see this section, a layout section. You can put something like an image and some word over here, or 2 image, word bottom, or maybe 3 image, 4 image, right? So right now, let's say I want this one. I just click, pop, it become here already. So in this section, perhaps I can put in my company folder. Mr. Charles, the CEO. Okay, this one, Mr. Okay, click here. Mr. Tan, this one is the CFO, and perhaps this one is our CTO, right? Mr. Lee, right? So after that, I put their image from here, no? Upload, put the image, I upload, okay, perhaps I just put in some dummy image for you guys lah. Just put in some dummy image so you guys can put in your CEO photo. I just require to put in this way so that to show you guys how it looks like. Right? So this is how it looks though. So all this layout over here is the pre-made. You just click it and it will show. So for example, let's say I want something related to this one. Oh, I click it from here. So over here, I can put in my class, right? For example, my class, I can put it this way. Okay, my digital marketing class. Then I put in some dummy text again, right? You can do so, right? It's up to you what type of image you want to adjust, right? So this is how it works. Okay, right now, we know all this part already, right? We know all this part already. So what we can do next is, okay, my homepage done. I want to put in about us page. Can or not, Kelvin? Can I do so? Yes, can. You just require to go to this page, the page tab. Just now we talk about theme, right? After that, we talk about insert, right? Now we talk about page. So from page itself, I click on this one. Right now, I have a home page. I have a home page. Then I just require to click the plus button, right? Put the plus button, then I can put what? About us. Okay, about us, done. Boom, you will see about us from here. So right now, about us, same like what you do on your primary page, you can come back to here, insert, add in whatever things from here. Okay, let's say right now, I want something called, I want to show a video of my company. I can click on YouTube, right? After that, I simply search some video. Of course, you need to upload your video into YouTube first. Okay, let's say this is my introduction, introduce of this skill, right? I just select, I just put in over here. So we will have our company video show here. Just adjust a little bit, adjust it a little bit here, right? Done. Simple, right? Let's say from here, I want the customer to find something more details. I want to have a call to action button. You can always come to button section, click here and put in register now. And I put in I put in my company and for the customer the registration. Okay, insert. So I will have a button over here, register here. I can drop a little bit bigger, register now. So customer can click the register now button and go to do the registration. So insert button can be done from here, right? So now we have the home page, we have the about us page. About us, do all your necessary design, put as much information as you want by using this insert, add something inside here until you found satisfied already. So now we can come back again to set some other pages. So what is the other page we can do right now? Ladies and gentlemen, give me some idea. Just now, remember when I talked about the trust page, what information we can put in, right? What is the trust page we can put in? Apart from home page, apart from about us, what else? Yeah. John said product. Yes, correct. We can put a product page, right? Let's say this one is my product page. Product page. Okay, product lah. I put my awesome product. Awesome product. Okay, done. Okay, product done already. Okay, John also say we need to have the privacy policy. Yes, privacy policy. Done. So remember, all this, put in all the information you want by leveraging the insert button to put in all the content you want, right? So it's actually up to you. I don't want to waste your time by showing you all how I put in the design. So you guys can do it yourself. So we will also have the contact us page, right? We will let me put in the contact us page. Contact us. Okay, done. So when you're talking about contact us, usually we will put a form, right? Put a form for customer to contact us, right? So you scroll down a little bit now, you can see a form features. This one is integrated with Google services. You guys know Google have Google Form, right? We not only Google site, we have Google Form, right? We have Google Spreadsheet. Google have many products lah. So this is the Google Form. You can go to form.google.com, create your form over there. So let's say if I simply put in any available form lah, I simply put in any available form that I have. So for example, this one is the form that I create earlier. I can just put my form inside. Okay, my form is already add inside here. So when customer come to your contact us page, they can put in their name, their email, their mobile number, their company name, and maybe here you put a text box for them to fill in the information. This is how we make use of the so-called contact form lah, contact form. So the rest, let's say if you guys want to have portfolio page, yes, like Relax mentioned that portfolio page, yes, you can do so, right? If you guys want to put a search bar, I don't think search bar is available inside here. I remember don't have lah. Then what else? If history list, okay. Kellogg mentioned that history page, yes, you can put in any page you want, any page you want. Product gallery or anything you can think about it, just put over there. Right? And let me share with you one more thing. Okay, now form done already. Assume this is my form, and I also want to put in my company map. Yes, you can also click on the map. You can put in a map and you can search your company name. If let's say you have Google My Business, or right now they rename it as a Google profile, Google Business Profile, right? So let's say I have my Google Business Profile over here. I can click select. So I can put in my map over here. How to come to my company, right? How to come to my company. So I have my map over here, right? So simple. There is a lot of information you can actually put from here lah. Right? You can put in your map over here. Okay. So the next question. Kelvin, if I have multiple products, how can I do, right? How can I do if I have multiple products? Okay, never mind. Let's go back to the page. We have multiple products, right? So now I want to create a page for product one. Casey asking whether it's responsive or not. Yes, it's responsive. Chotok, I will do the demonstration for you guys how responsive is later on. So, okay, that one I will cover shortly. Right, so right now we have a product. Okay, let's say I have product A. Okay, I create the page, product A. So we can see right now we have product A. I want to have product B, and I have product C. Let's say I have 3 products. So can I put, when I click on the product, it drop down. Can I do so? Yes, you can do so. Just drag the product A under this product page. You can see here, you're under your awesome product, drop down, you have product A. Right now, see, when I hover over awesome product, you will have product A. So let me put product B there, product B and product C. So right now you see, when you hover over here, you will have your product A, product B, product C. So it don't mess up the so-called sidebar from here, right? So this is how it works. You can put multiple products from here. So remember, same to the blog page. Let's say if I have one page about my blog, done. Blog, okay. I can adjust it over this side after about us. So you can create any new information and put under blog. So every of your news will fall under here. We create a sub page. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, Jerry asking whether can we do over phone. So far I never tried before do over phone because why? I found that if I want to do all this drag and drop, I will be more effectiveness I will say it will more effectiveness for you to do all your drag and drop over the computer. Because phone, as you know, the screen is so small, I want to do drag and drop. I found it very difficult. Same to like I do my social media design. Let's say if you guys know Canva, right? I also don't like to use phone to do it, except I am on the run. I'm doing something that I want to do a proposal for my client later, and I'm in the rush. I need to do something, then I no choice. I in the car or somewhere else, I just open my phone and do it. Else, I would recommend to use computer to do either your design or your website, because you can have better navigation, right? So now we done already, right? We done already. So we have all these details already. Okay, let's go back to home, right? So now I want to share something related to Casey. What Casey asked just now. How is it responsive? Yes, it is responsive. You can come to this section. You can click the preview, right? You can click the preview button. Click the preview button. Right now, it will preview my website, right? Okay, this is how my website looks like, right? I have my class, I have my CEO, CFO, CTO over here, right? Nicely done already. Okay, you see this a few button over here. You click on this one, phone. It will go into phone. How the phone looks like, how the phone display your website, right? So this is, it will show over here. It's very responsive, you can see. You're not required to scroll left or right. You're not required to do so. The website that's not responsive, you have to scroll left or right, right? No, this one just up and down. Just like you scrolling your Facebook up and down only. It's responsive, right? You can see all your CTO, your CEO, your CFO, and also your CDO and whatever the rest of the information, just up and down only. So amazing, right? So I can see you guys say very nice, right? I believe you guys will love this type of tools. So several more information I want to tell you is, okay, let's say I want to show you some more good thing over here, right? Okay, now I finished design my website already. How can I make it public, right? How can I make it public? So I just require to hit the publish button, right? Click the publish button and put a name over here. So the name of your website, for example, let's say I want to put in Kelvin Lee. My name is called Kelvin Lee. Okay, I put in Kelvin Lee. Okay, so this one will be your website address: site.google.com/view/Kelvin Lee. If this one, it put a tick, means you okay. You are allowed to have this name. If I don't want, I want to put in like maybe digital marketing. I put in this way. Oh, it told you this great address has been taken already. Someone already have it. So you are not allowed to register it. So put a nice name. For example, let's say just for the demonstration purpose. For example, Reskill also been taken, right? Just for demonstration purpose, I will put in this way, Google site. Or forbidden, or cannot use their name, right? Google cannot use their name. Okay, I put in a date, today, 3/3. I put a 3/3, Today is 3rd of March, right? I put a Reskill-3/3. Okay, tick. Okay, you are allowed to register this domain, right? So hit the publish button. Then after that, you can click on this one, view publish site. View publish site. So now your website is live. Your website is live, and let me post this over the chat. If you guys can see, I post it over the chat. You guys can click on the link. Basically, you're able to access my website. So remember just now what I say. If you have a web store and you do not do something, no one will know, right? It's like in the jungle, right? Right now, I create this website. It's like I creating in the jungle. No one will know it exists, except I share for you guys today. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I have a website, site.google.com/view/Reskill-33. So you guys will able to access, right? You guys know, right? I have a nice website. I have an awesome website, right? So remember, ladies and gentlemen, once you create a website, share to people. Don't keep it for yourself. Don't keep it. In Malaysia, we say syok sendiri. Syok sendiri means we happy ourselves, right? We keep it, we happy ourselves, right? Just for happy ourselves, right? No one will happy for us, right? If we don't share it out. your friends, your family will never know you have a website, right? So next, another awesome things I want to share with you guys. Before I do so, if you can see here, the fave icon over here, that is a fave icon from here, right? You will see my fave icon will be shown over here, a small face of me, right? I might have my logo over here. So right now, my website is site.google.com/view/reskill-33. I found it too long. I want to share with someone want to key in one by one, also feel it difficult, right? So what I can do is connect a domain, right? Remember this beginning of the class, I told you buy a domain can be 99 cents USD to register a domain, right? Or perhaps maximum, I say 15 USD per year, right? Let's say right now I have a domain, kelvin.net. I want to connect it, can or not? Yes, can, why not? You just require to come to the settings section. You come to the custom domain. Click on the custom domain, then you can put in a start setup, right? Right? So let's say we have who else from here? Okay, I can see here we have Jake, right? Jake04, right? Let's say Jake04, you register a domain, right? You have a domain over here. Okay, click on this one. Use a domain from the party. If you register from Namecheap or GoDaddy, or you can buy a domain directly from Google, right? So let's say Jake already have a name. Okay, put in. You can put in www.jake04.com. Let's say Jake already registered this domain own this domain you can do so, right? So right now, no. Let's say if I have my kelvin.com, right? So as I told you, I have one page. I just want to have promote about this course. I can put reskill.kelvin.com. I can put this name, reskill.kelvin.com, a subdomain to promote one and only one particular product, right? Let's say this is the landing page. I can click next. So it will give you an instruction. It will give you an instruction to go to ghs.googlehosted.com. You can go to your domain name DNS to create a CNAME. Put in a CNAME, record as reskill, and fill in these details. So after you save, later on, you will have reskill.kelvin.com. You will be able to connect to your domain, right? So let me see if I able to share with you. How can I do so? Minute now, ladies and gentlemen. Let me open my domain name DNS is putting into the Cloudflare. Let me share with you how can I do so. Let me log in my Cloudflare from here. Then I will show you how simple to do it right? But after you do all the connectivity, it won't immediately see it. You will require to wait, for example, half an hour to 1 hour. So right now, if I directly connect for you, you won't able to see the details immediately, but perhaps 1 hour later, you access reskill.kelvin.com, right? You will be able to see the site is working Okay, let me connect because the system also detected I require to verify that I'm not a robot. Okay, done. Just a minute ladies and gentlemen. It says I am the robot. I require to make sure I'm not the robot. It's still not detect. Okay, minute now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, after you guys attending the class, I'm not sure whether if you guys found it good or not on this Google Site Builder. If you found it good, perhaps you can give me some response over the chat. Told me that whether you like it or not. Able to log in already. Okay, is it Andrea is asking, is it free to publish the website that you create? Yes, it's free. Just now the link that I shared with you guys, the link that I shared with you guys is already live on internet. if this page is I'm putting my product and services, I can promote it. I can promote it inside the social media. I can promote it to my customer, so my customer can come to my website to see my details, right? So it is free one. And then furthermore, just now when I tell you that to connect a domain, for example, right now I go to my DNS. This is my DNS, okay? I put in a record, okay, add a record. This is a little bit technical. This is a bit technical. Let's say if you're not sure, you can ask whether your domain name registrar can help you to do it or not. Reskill. Then, okay, the target, what is the target just now? Okay, I require to put in this. I require to put in this over my Cloudflare. Okay, I just close the proxy, then click the save button. So right now, I already create reskill.kelvin.com. It point to gss.googlehosted.com. Right, okay, I done already. Over here, I follow, I done already. So I click done. It will assign a name. Assign it, right? So right now, if I go to reskill.kelvin.com, I enter, I won't see anything yet. I won't see anything. It will show 404. I post this link over the chat box. You guys can copy this link, check it later after 1 hour. After 1 hour later, they will definitely access this link. It will come to this site. It will come to this site. So if you remember when I talking about the site builder like wix.com, weebly.com, you can also go in there and register a free account, do a drag and drop, do a very nice website. But when you want to create a domain name and hook up a domain name, you register a domain name somewhere else, you put your domain name, connect to it, you have to go to paid plan. You have to subscribe their most minimum paid plan in order for you to connect a domain name. But in Google site, no need. You say, hey Google, you provide me so good service, I want to pay you, can or not? Google say, no, I don't want your money. In Google site, you have no way to pay them, except just now when you want to hook up a domain name, if you remember, we can buy a name, right? We can buy a domain name, right? Just now this section, we want to add a domain name. Then it asks you buy a domain name, you can click on this domain name. This is open for Google domain name where you can search and buy a domain. You buy a domain name for them, you can pay them, right? It's not a services or functionality inside Google site. Right? So, okay, Aizan asking, how about Wix.com? Yes, Wix.com, you can do all this fancy drag and drop. You can create a nice website. As I mentioned to you, when you want to hook up your domain or even subdomain like me, like what I do, you have to go for a paid plan. Only you allowed to hook up a domain or a subdomain, right? But Google site, free. Google site is free. So you no need to put any, you don't need to pay them any money, right? Okay. Whether Jerry asking whether can this use for academic? Yes, so far they don't have any restrictions say that you are not allowed to do whatever things. I think illegal stuff might not be able Let's say if you create a Google site, you sell drugs, you have license to sell, still okay. If you don't have license to sell, if someone report you, or maybe you create a site about casino, promote about casino, or maybe some other illegal stuff, that one I can't confirm you can sustain. Let's say someone reported you, Google can suspend your website or whatever. So, okay. Okay, this is some step by step. I teach how to do. Basically, I done my most of this one already. Let me share with you the end of the slide. Okay, at the end of the 2 slides, the pro and cons. The pro and cons. Okay. Okay, the pro advantage is free, easy to use, right? Like just now what I do, the demonstration for you guys, very easy to use, right? No technical skill required. And you can just use the website, web browser to do it. No need to install any special application to do it. Like let's say if I want to do a Canva inside my mobile, I need to download Canva apps, right? So this one no need. This one no need to download anything, right? You can use permission level. You can permission people to come in, or maybe you restrict someone to don't want them to come into your website also can, right? Integrated with Google platform, like just now we can add on Google Form, we can add on Google Map and etc. You can put in presentation slide also, and there also can, right? And you're able to connect with your domain name, and this is free. Again, like just now I told you, it's free, right? Then some of the disadvantage is limited function. A lot of things you cannot do, right? For example, a lot of limited customization as well. Like font, I only have 3 types of font to choose. I want to put in some fancy font, can or not? Cannot, right? That's the limitation. Also limited to integrate with other apps. Other apps, perhaps you want to do one more thing is you must use the HTML code. HTML code. Let me show you one more last thing over here. HTML code means that, let's say if I want to put in a email subscriber form from maybe MailChimp, or maybe from Aweber, or from GetResponse, right? You can always come to insert and put in a code. Click a code, you put an embed code, you put your form embed code over here. So once you put in your form embed code over here, you put next, it will show over here. You embed your others form, your others application form into your Google site, right? So this is how awesome our Google site, right? So I think hereby my presentation, right? Any question right now? We open for Q&A. Last five more minutes, we open for Q&A, right? Any question? Okay. Oh, you say Andrea asking, can get paid for creating a site in Google site? Yes, why not? Right? Yes, can. You create a website. You can create a website for your customer. You can charge them a fee. This one, they have to pay you a labor fee. Your skill, right? This is your skill. Your customer don't know, or your customer lazy to do it, right? You can charge them a fee for doing it. No problem, right? Useful for college student, yes, correct. Because you can do some project website. You can set up some website, simple website for your project, right? For your organization, your so-called your society. Students have a lot of society, right? Is it possible to integrate with backend service personal API stuff like I mentioned just now? Let's say if you want to integrate with some form, third-party form, you have to make use of this embed, right? Okay, see. So we have to put an embed. You can embed a HTML code or any JavaScript code or anything from your third party. But let's say if you say you want to integrate some API stuff, I don't think it cannot. The integration wise is quite limitation. Only embed able to do it. You can embed. Chenny, the recording will be late after 1 week. You can see a recording inside Rescue for this session. If you are asking the recording for this session, after 1 week, you will appear in the Rescue website. Right? Okay, welcome. Thanks for you guys to come in to support me. Right? Any more question? The domain name option not show in the setting. Okay, domain name is like I mentioned just now. You click on here, setting. You come to the custom domain section. You can add your domain. You can add your domain, right? Like just now what I showed, add your domain. Then over here, you can put in your domain. You can put in your domain. Okay. Next, you can put in your, let's say just now, I take jake04.com. Then domain name is not verified because I think this domain name is not connect. Let's say if I want to put in rescue.com, this domain is not verified as well. You have to verify your domain ownership. It's a little bit difficult because I already verified my name over here. Right? Okay. You're able to do it. Right? Okay. Welcome. Okay, I can see a lot of people. Thanks for today's class. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy this session. Perhaps if you guys have any suggestion, later on when you fill the form, remember to put in any suggestion, any topic you want me to deliver next, right? My upcoming session will be on the following month's April. Then I will talk about search engine optimization. How do you optimize your website so that you can be ranked high in search engine? The basic optimization checklist. I will share you a list of checklists, right? So if you guys have nothing much, perhaps I can pass to Mr. Emran for doing a closing.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach Kelvin, also, and thank you to all our learners for have attended to today's online class. Of course, To all our learners, still have any questions left? I believe. Oh, no worries about the link. Okay, I would also like to share with everyone. Okay, that we will not be sending out the assessment form link. We have updated the step by step on how you can get your certificate. And so I would like to share for the closing. All right. So to all our learners, once again, thank you very much for attending for today's class, and of course, good luck for doing your assessment questions, of course. All right. So, Coach Kelvin, may I share my screen?
Sure.
All right. Okay. And of course, to all our learners out there, all right. So we have concluded this session. All right. So of course, thank you once again for attending to this online class for 75 minutes. And of course, we'd like to share with everyone on how you can get your micro certificate. All right. So make sure to listen carefully because we will not be sending out any links, any QR codes to everyone because we have already upgraded our system, of course. Exciting news to all our learners out there, of course. And okay, so if you want to obtain your micro certificate, so make sure number one to, of course, register for today's class and attend the class fully for 75 minutes. And once the class ends, okay, once we have closed the room, once we have ended the room for everyone, okay, make sure to wait for the system to update within 10 minutes, okay? So wait for 10 minutes after the room has closed and then log in back to Reskills, okay? But make sure to log in back to Reskills website, okay? Reskills.com. So if you're from the apps, if you're from Reskills app, make sure to log out from Reskills app and go to your browser and log in to your Reskills account to www.reskills.com. And once you have done all of that, go and head over to My Learning, okay? All right. Once you have logged in, go to My Learning section at the top right and look for Coach Kelvin Lee's class today. All right. Look for Coach Kelvin class today. And of course, next one, click on Coach Kelvin class today and give your feedback and rating to Coach Kelvin class tonight. Okay. So if you truly enjoy, truly be able to upskill yourself, okay, in tonight's class with Coach Kelvin Lee's sharing session, okay, go ahead and give Coach Kelvin a 5 star for this class. Huh? All right. Of course, give yourself a feedback if you want to know maybe if you want to share what topic would you like to have also in the future, you can go ahead and share us in the feedback section, all right? And your comment will appear in Coach Kelvin Lee's profile, okay? In Coach Kelvin Lee's coach profile from there. So go ahead and give the best rating that you can give to Coach Kelvin class tonight. Of course, once you have give out the feedback and rating, then you can take the assessment from our system, okay? And make sure to get at least a minimum of 5 marks to obtain your certificate. All right. Once you have done all of that, okay, congratulations. If you pass the assessment, you will receive your certificate within 48 hours in your profile. All right. So that is all that you need to do to get your micro certificate. It's that simple, of course. And just a quick remark also to all our learners out there that only learners with full class attendance, okay, those who have attended from the start until finish, you will be entitled to get the system assessment and get your micro certificate. And this will be available for 24 hours. And of course, make sure to update your profile before taking your assessment, okay? So make sure to check your first name and last name, okay? Update your first name and last name so that your name will appear in your micro certificate. And of course, the system assessment is only available through our browser version for now. So if you're from app, once again, I would like to remind you, okay, to log out from the apps after we have ended the room. Okay, wait for 10 minutes and then log in back to our Reskills web version. All right. So I hope everyone is clear on how you can get your micro certificate. Wow. 5 star, absolutely. 10 star from our learners in the chat room as well.
Thank you
Coach
very
Alvin.
much. Thank you very much. It's good to see that.
Totally awesome to all our learners, of course, for being very attentive to Coach Kelvin class tonight. And of course, thank you very much, Coach Kelvin, for the wonderful sharing session with all our learners too. And of course, I would like to wrap this session. Okay. But firstly, we'll be showing you a quick video. Okay. If you might have missed out on how you can get your certificate, no worries. I will show you the video once again. All right. On how you can get your assessment. All right. And once we have done all that, we will close the room and make sure to wait for 10 minutes before you answer the assessment. All right. Once again, thank you, Coach Kevin, and thank you to all our learners. And we hope to see you in the next online class. So good, have a good night and goodbye.
Bye.